Salutare! Astăzi vă voi prezenta, după cum observați din descriere, un nou tip de stup. Se numește The Keeper's Hive. Cine dorește poate să acceseze și pagina lor de internet. Particularitățile stupilor acestora sunt faptul că sunt foarte ușor de utilizat, cel puțin așa zic ei. Un stup, cel din partea stângă, are o cutie normală cu 8 rame și cu o magazie de 5, iar în partea dreaptă este un stup care permite 2 măci în interior. Hai să mergem un pic pe descrierea lui. Da, deci după cum se poate vedea, este un stup care are o magazie. Modificarea este mai ales la faptul că el permite îndepărtarea acestor piese de plastic și are o cameră de vizitare. Așa arată în configurația mai mare, poți să pui mai multe caturi pe el. Partea interesantă la acest stup este faptul că are această ușiță de vizitare, care să zicem că este un avantaj mare, vezi direct albinele prin ușița de vizitare și este ceva nou într-adevăr. Acum am să mergem un pic pe partea de preț. Aici dezavantajele sunt enorme. Acest stup ar trebui să coste $250. Mi se pare un pic cam mult. Dar să trecem mai departe, vreau să vă arăt un video de la ei și să vedeți ce înseamnă lucru cu acest stup.
This is George from the Keeper's Hive. Today we're going to give Keeper's Hives, and we're just going to take the roof, the hinge roof, which is right here, flip it open, and you can see we're right there into the hive. I like to keep hive notes, so the hive on the observation window is a perfect place to keep your hive notes. We also have a temperature probe, which is reading 94 degrees today, which is perfect brood temperature. So there are 8 frames in the brood chamber of the Keeper's Hive. 4 of the frames sit underneath the observation window, and 4 of the frames sit underneath the queen excluder. So the first step in doing an inspection is we're going to just remove the observation panel. The observation panel allows you to look into the hive to see how populated it is, to see if you have any small hive beetles running around, and also to just show your friends and neighbors your hive, your bees, without disturbing them. The next step is we're going to remove the frame guards. The frame guards are easily removed, and they sit on the outside of the hive on the little ledges. And as you can see, we're into the brood chamber now. We're into where the health of the hive is happening. And we didn't need to stand up. We didn't need to lift anything heavy, or we didn't need to disturb the majority of the bees. So as you can see, all hives will have a follower board. The follower board is really helpful in sort of controlling the size of the brood chamber. When you're starting out a hive, when you're doing a split, and your hive is small, sometimes it's helpful only to have 4 or 5 frames in the brood chamber. So this allows you to do that. The frames, as you can see, are sitting on the hive body instead of in the hive body. That allows you to easily pull the frames out of the hive at all times. When moving the frames or removing the frames from the hive, you do not use the J hook, you use the flat side. So we'll just use the flat side and basically lift the frame straight up out of the hive. As you can see, this is a nice honey frame loaded with bees, as what you'd expect on the outside of the brood chamber. Here's our quiet box. So we're just going to put the frames as we pull them out into the quiet box here. As you can see, I'm just going to slide the frames over like so. And again, the frames are sliding on top of the box, and the frames easily come out of the box. So here is a brood frame. So it's very easy to sort of see how the brood is, see if you have any disease, see how the population's doing, how your queen's doing. So you'll just put that into the quiet box. And again, you can slide the next frame out from underneath the queen excluder, and again, inspect the frame. And you can see nice open larvae and cap brood on this frame. Again, you're not disturbing the majority of the bees in the hive when you're doing this. So we're just going to continue to access the frames underneath the queen excluder. So here's another nice brood frame, a nice calm quiet bees, because again, you're not disturbing the majority of the hive when you're doing an inspection. So a really nice, and there's the queen actually. So I marked my queen, so you can see there's a nice dark pink marked queen in this hive. So we'll put the queen in the quiet box like this. And now we're going to slide out frame number 7 and frame number 8. So the last frame in the hive is typically, you could see a pollen and nectar frame, so it's very nice. And again, so you've inspected all 8 of the frames in the brood chamber without standing or lifting or removing any of the supers. It's important to put the frames back in the same way as they were when they came out. And you can see any frames work in the keeper's hive. You can use a wooden a frame or a plastic frame. They both work fine. So we're just going to put back together this hive, as simple as that. Just putting the frames back into the brood chamber, just like so. And you know, we've assessed that this hive has some honey in it. This hive has a fair number of bees in it for being a relatively newer hive. This frame, the brood looks healthy, and there is no disease. And they have plenty of honey in there. So we only, in this hive, since it's a newer hive, we only have 7 frames in the brood chamber. So we are using the follower board to limit the size of this hive right now. So all 7 frames are back in. We'll grab our frame guards, put them back on. You could do a little smoke if you like, just to sort of drive the bees off the edge of the frames. We'll put the frame guards back in over the tangs of the frames. We'll get our observation window, put it right back on the hive, put back our note card, and close the hinge roof. It's that easy, and it was fun. I just dropped my hive tool. And hope you enjoyed the quick demo of how to use the One Queen Keeper hive. And look forward to doing more short videos on how.
Ei, dragilor, v-am lăsat să vedeți cum se lucrează cu acest stup. Acum hai să trecem un pic la dezavantaje. Da, eu zic că în acest stup va ploua tot timpul. Deci acest spațiu care este creat între, aici mă refer, da? Ia uitați-vă, da? Aici eu cred că pe aici va intra apă în stup. Într-adevăr, are avantaje, dezavantaje. Avantajele lui este faptul că, așa cum și branduiesc ei, nu cred că va trebui să ridici vreodată mai mult de 10 kg, cam atât, în configurația asta pe care o vedeți. Da, marea mea întrebare este într-adevăr ce se întâmplă cu apa. Eu acolo cred că va intra apă garantat, nu știu iarna cum iernează în așa ceva. Este o întrebare bună. Dacă doriți, pentru doritori, puteți vizita pagina lor de YouTube. Au mai multe prezentări în care explică inclusiv modul de iernare. Au prezentat, cred că, două metode de iernare. Una este specifică iernării în cutia de jos, dar poți să iernezi albinele și în partea de caturi de 1 pe 2. Da? Deci aici. Bun. Vreau să aud păreri. Vă mulțumesc pentru vizualizare. Chiar sunt interesat ce comentarii veți da. La revedere!